Aloha everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Leilani Soon, also known as Hapa Dancing Queen, and this channel is all about dance, pageantry, language and culture, and things along those lines. So if you're interested in any of those things, we welcome you and hope you can you'll enjoy like what you find here. Today I'm going to share 3 reasons why it would be amazing to think or consider joining a cultural beauty pageant. So the first reason that I would recommend joining a cultural beauty pageant is, or any pageant actually, the first one is, when you join, you'll be starting a new journey that you will never forget. Will change your life in an amazing way. In my case, growing up, I always watched pageants. I would watch Miss America and Miss Universe. And actually, in 1995, when Heather Whitestone, who was, she did this beautiful ballet on point at Miss America, and she actually was hearing impaired to this amazing song Via Dolorosa. Via Dolorosa. And I was like 10 years old, and I was so amazed. Like, I was like, man, that I want to dance for God on a big stage like that. So it was super inspirational for me. And also growing up, here in Hawaii, we have some cultural pageants, and one of them is the Narcissus pageant. And for promotion, they have these really nice posters with all the girls' faces, and they're smiling, and they're inviting you to come to Chinatown and to celebrate Chinese things. And so I am actually part Chinese, and so I always thought it would be cool to be a part of that when I grew up. So in my case, I really wanted to. I was very interested, but I was very self-conscious and didn't know if I was good enough, didn't know if I had like what it took to be a part of this pageant with all these beautiful girls. But the thing that sealed the deal for me was my friend Christy Suoko, who had like met with me multiple times, and she told me, if you sign up and you do this, I promise you will not regret it. And those words were the words that I needed to hear to jump in, because I trusted my friend and I knew like she was a queen. So I said, okay, if she's saying that, I'm gonna do it. And like, she was so right. Like, that was the beginning of a life-changing experience for me, of learning about my Chinese heritage and all these things that I would never have known, because they're not freely taught, or they're not really available so it's a journey that will change your life, number 1. Number 2, depending on which pageant it is, hopefully they're going to offer a lot of amazing classes where you're going to learn all about your whichever culture it is. Like, so in my example, the Narcissus pageant, we had many amazing cultural classes. We had Chinese cooking, Chinese acupuncture, Chinese medicine, paper cutting, Chinese knot making, lion dancing. And for those that have if you've never tried being a lion dancer, a Chinese lion dancer, it is a thing. Okay, so it's, they have these beautiful, elaborate Chinese lion heads, which has like a stabilizing like ring around it. And so they hold that, and then they move around, and they, there's drumming. And anyway, it's really exciting. So, but when we got to try it, I realized that that's why, like, it's so physically intense, and it gets really hot because, you have this fabric, and it just gets hot because you're moving around, and then you're like exerting a lot of energy. So that is why they can't do it for too long. They have a team that will change out like it's usually 2 or 3 people like to take over so that people can have a break. Yeah, so yeah, just all these classes, even our Chinese history class where I learned about my history, my father's village, and then the different traditions that we have here in Hawaii of Chinese here. And, you know, there's just so much. And our teacher, Uncle Doug, he's amazing. So yeah, it was just a really rich, engaging experience where I got to learn so much about my culture, even Chinese tea, calligraphy, all these amazing things and parts of helping me to understand like what it meant to be Chinese. Like before, when I was growing up, I did not like being told that I look so Chinese or I look so Asian, because I am also part Hawaiian or Kanaka Oiwi, and I really wanted to be identified with being Hawaiian. Like that meant so much to me, and it still does, because I believe that Hawaiian culture is such a beautiful, precious, amazing culture that that we are blessed to be a part of, and that people come to Hawaii for our special aloha and heart. So anyway, kept being told that I was Chinese, it just made me kind of push away from that not anything, but just from that. I just didn't know what that meant. I didn't understand. But going through these classes really helped me to understand on a deeper level what it actually meant to be Chinese and to be proud of who I am and where I've come from. So it was very, very meaningful. And so yeah, that experience is priceless. Like there's nothing that I don't know where we would find this kind of precious cultural information in another type of format. And big shout out to Oma, or Michelle Choi, who is our Queen Pageant contestant coordinator and producer chairman. She is really amazing in all the things she does, and every year like she just creates a really spectacular presentation for the people of Hawaii. So yeah, that was very, very life-changing and amazing. And the third reason why I recommend joining an ethnic pageant is the sisterhood and the bond. So because of all these wonderful classes that we had, I was able to make really good friends as we're going to all these different classes, and we're sharing about, we're learning together, and we're eating together, we're laughing together. And so that sisterhood and that connection was very meaningful, and still is. Like some of my like closest friends are some of these girls, so even today. And so I highly encourage and recommend that if you are interested, that you explore, try to find someone who could maybe answer your questions. If you have any questions that I can answer, I'd be happy to share like what I know. I love sharing about pageants because pageants really changed my life and helped me to grow and become a better version of myself. So I know that if you're young women watching this, that they will also do that for you too. So thank you so much for watching. I have so much more to share. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything else that you'd like me to talk about, either dance, pageant, or culture and language related, like please leave me some comments in the section below. Thank you so much. Mahalo nui, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Aloha.